Hello, I'm Don Hill from Don Hill Consulting. This is a time of great emotional and financial upheaval that we're all facing. You may wonder if now is the appropriate time to have a conversation with members of your congregation about planned giving. Of course, we have to ensure the continued functioning of our churches by promoting annual giving, and the immediate and pressing needs of so many in our communities creates a strain on our charitable resources. But I think there are two reasons why it's not only appropriate but important to talk about legacy giving at this moment in time. First, financial planners and estate planning attorneys will tell you that great moments of change, like the birth of a child, the purchase or sale of a home, or the passing of a loved one, are the very times when we should make or update our estate and financial plans. It's especially important for those who are retired or approaching retirement to consider their plans in light of upheaval or uncertainty in our financial system, which is certainly a situation we face today. The second reason has to do with the incentives for giving that the U.S. government has put in place for this year through the CARES Act. The most significant change in terms of planned giving is the suspension of the rule that limits the percentage of adjusted gross income that can be deducted for charitable gifts. This and the suspension of the required minimum distribution for IRAs makes right now an especially good time to have a conversation about giving to the church. As always, we encourage donors to speak to their financial advisors or attorneys to see how these and other tax provisions can impact their financial and estate plan. So how do we approach members of our congregations about planned giving at this difficult time? I suggest there are four key elements to keep in mind. The first is to be values-oriented. What we do and how we carry out the work of the church may change in the years to come, but what will not change is our commitment to the gospel values and the way those values are expressed by our communities. The second is to be mission-focused. In these uncertain times, it's natural for folks to focus on their own financial needs. We should remind them what God is calling us as individuals and as a community to be and do, and the impact that the church has on us and around the world. The third approach is to be stewardship-centered. When individuals and families create their estate plans and financial plans, they're often making the most important stewardship decision of their lives. That is, what will happen to the assets they've accumulated over the course of their lives? So while it's important to ask for gifts for the church, our larger purpose should be to encourage faithful stewardship with attention to the gospel imperatives. The final approach is to be responsive and prophetic. Donor-centered fundraising has taught us to be responsive to the needs of our givers, but we also have a responsibility to put before them a vision of what's possible, which may go beyond their comfort and understanding. Our goal is to narrow the gap between an individual's vision and aspirations and an expansive vision that we as a community discern. My experience is that the most satisfying gifts for donors are those that stretch them both financially and in terms of vision. United Church Funds is eager to assist you in helping members of your congregation make a gift to support God's mission through the United Church of Christ. For more conversation about how you can begin or enhance your planned giving program, or if you have questions about life income gifts, charitable gift annuities for example, please contact UCF at 877-806-4989 or plannedgiving@ucfunds.org. Our hope is for health and security for you and your family in these challenging times. Thank you.